Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Holden Aesthetics. I will be posting a lot of my workouts and kind of just fitness advice on this channel and possibly a little bit about my life. Just kind of, this is a little introduction to the channel just before the actual video, the workout. Today we're going to do an arm workout, so it's going to be kind of chill today. And I will be posting more pretty soon, I just don't know when. I'm going to try to get my homie in the video that you'll see to try to work out with me again, but we'll see how that works out. If anything, it'll just be me, because it usually is, but if not, then I'll get my homies or whatever. And this video is just kind of the starter to all the workouts that I will be doing. I'm going to kind of use this as like an apparatus for myself to kind of show my progress and kind of show the work that I have done and what I can do better. It also kind of shows me the form and stuff that I need to work on. You know, I'm not perfect and I've never really recorded myself working out, so this is going to be kind of a whole new thing for me. And eventually I'll get better at it, and with time I'll get more fucking smooth, but in the meantime you guys are learning with me. So with that, I do have I've been lifting for like 4 or 5 years. I mean, maybe I should be bigger, but I'm not. Diet is a huge thing for me. It's kind of hard to eat 3,000 calories, but we'll get all into that later in the channel. I'll kind of go into that. If you guys have any questions that you guys want to ask at the end of this video or before or whatever, go ahead and ask them and I'll respond to them as quickly as possible. And if you guys have any video ideas you'd like to see, then let me know. Alright guys, enjoy the video. Okay, so just to kind of start off this workout, we're going to warm up our shoulders. Even though it's an arm workout, you might be asking like, oh, well, why don't you warm up your arms or whatever. I just like to warm up my shoulders regardless of the upper body workout I'm doing. You know, just to kind of be safe rather than sorry, because a lot of it's kind of really intense on the joints and stuff. So I like to start with 10 reps of each of these exercises. So I start out with side lateral raises and then follow with front raises, and then I follow immediately by Arnold presses, and then followed by rear delt raises. And so I usually do like 2 rounds of these before the workout, just to kind of warm up the whole shoulder, not just one area. Usually front delts used during arms because that's kind of more bicep oriented, but just be safe, warm up the whole shoulder, don't be afraid, you know, kind of control it a little bit. So this workout we're going to kind of do a lot of supersets. The first kind of superset we're going to be doing is 4 sets of 10 for French presses, and then followed by close grip barbell curls. So this for this exercise you kind of want to keep your elbows still. My elbows kind of drag back a little bit. I'll try to fix that next time. The weight's just kind of heavy. You'll see my grip is kind of a little bit wider than normal. It's just the way kind of my shoulders are. That's kind of the way they rest. So I have to, that's like close grip for me basically. You'll see me doing barbell curls right here. My elbow likes to drag back for some reason, even though I try so hard to bring it forward. But you want it ideally tucked in to your sides when you're doing barbell curls. And you don't want your elbow to move. The only thing that should be moving is the actual, like, your forearm. You want it kind of to hinge at the bottom and focus all on the bicep. So you'll see my buddy here, Damien, doing dumbbell French presses instead of barbell. The weight he wanted wasn't there because there's a lot of people in the gym that day, as you can see in the background. I don't know why, there's a lot of people there that day. But this is a great alternative to dumbbell to barbell French presses. You can kind of do this regardless. I like to do barbell French presses just because I feel it kind of puts tension on both of them. Really heavy tension, I guess. But this is pretty good alternative if you want, you know, if you have any imbalances in your triceps or whatever, that's a good way to do it. So this is kind of just me doing some heavier weight with the French presses. My grip is a little weak. Like you'll see my kind of, my arms kind of go inward behind towards my head. It's just kind of how my shoulders are. I don't know why. Usually you want to tuck in your elbows more. I'll do this next time, I promise. Your grip, it's going to focus on different parts of the tricep. So although it activates the whole tricep, it's just going to activate more of the outer head if you do it wide grip, and then more of the medial head if you kind of go close grip. So just remember that. And also for barbell curls, you kind of want to tuck in your elbows. My elbows kind of drag back a little bit in this, and that, you know, that kind of sucks, but you want to bring them forward and kind of just make sure you hinge at the forearms, because that's a real big focus. I was putting heavy weight up, just kind of cheating, but you know, that's kind of what you have to do to make gains here. So the next exercise or superset we're going to be doing is tricep kickbacks. I like to do tricep kickbacks with a wide grip barbell curl. So before it was French press, close grip with close grip barbell curls. And then this one is tricep kickbacks with wide barbell curls. And this is kind of hit everything in your arm just before you start blasting it. So you'll see my elbow, again, is kind of not in line with my shoulder. You want it up more. You want it to be as parallel as possible just to kind of focus more on the tricep rather than putting weight on your delt and stuff like that. A good rule of thumb, I guess, for any arm workout is just to kind of tuck in your elbows into your sides like as hard as possible just to kind of maintain that stability throughout. This is going to focus more on the, I'm pretty sure it's the medial head, which is the one that's kind of closer to your rib cage, not the penis looking one that's on your arm. You'll see my arms kind of kick back, and you'll see my shitty form right here. Like to, yeah, look at that. Yeah. This workout, the wide barbell curls. So you'll see my elbows try to stay as like close as possible. You know, with heavy weight, it kind of gets a little difficult with form. I haven't done arms in so long, I swear. You want to try to reduce that swinging as much as possible. Also, just to kind of like hold it down, kind of thing. So next up, we're going to be supersetting with single arm overhead dumbbell extensions. This is going to focus more on the medial head rather than the other heads of the tricep. Granted, again, I'll repeat this one more time. It's going to focus on the whole tricep. All the workouts you're going to do is going to focus on all of the muscle, but different types of like workouts, like different types of exercises are going to like kind of highlight more parts of the muscle over others, if that kind of makes sense. So this is also supersetted with hammer press. This is going to be just 3 sets of 12, 8, and then 6. You know, I like to do more strength-oriented workouts rather than endurance. I do endurance workouts from time to time, but, you know, I like to do more strength than anything. I feel it kind of makes more gains. It kind of gets me stronger. It's kind of great. Soon we'll be doing more endurance type shit. Yeah, so we started with lighter weight at first just to kind of warm up the tricep, because this is kind of a weird move. It kind of puts a lot of stress on your shoulder and a lot of stress on your actual, you know, tendon on your tricep. And so I kind of want to warm up a little bit before that happens. So you didn't see that, but we did warm up with a little bit lighter weight and then actually got into the 3 sets. So that we're going to finish that, and then we're going to move on to the next workout. So the next exercise we're going to be supersetting is the machine curl, followed by the tricep rope extension, which you'll see in just a second. But with this, I kind of want to highlight that my elbow is moving. You kind of want to keep it as straight as possible, and I'm leaning back. My form is so shit on this, it's ridiculous. I can do pretty great form. It's just my biceps weren't all that warmed up, and we'll do it better next time. But you'll see like what it's kind of working on when I go up. It works on more of the outer part of my bicep. Close grip is more outer. Wide grip is inside bicep. And then this is the rope tricep extension I was talking about. At the bottom of this movement, you kind of want to try to pull out the rope out to the sides just to kind of focus more on the lateral head rather than the medial head. Again, it's going to focus on the whole tricep, but you want to focus on different parts. So the rope extending outwards is going to focus on that penis-looking head of the tricep. So we kind of do this a little bit more. We do 4 sets of 10, 10, 8, 6, and then 6 again for both of these exercises, and we're kind of doing it strong. I'm just kind of fucking around right here. I was trying to prove to my homie that I could do 1 rep of 180 or 195. I'm pretty sure it was 180 on the rack. Yeah, you see me do like a drop set. So I kind of implement different techniques during my workout. So what you kind of just saw was me doing a heavy ass weight and then doing a drop set, which a drop set is usually kind of half the weight, and then you just kind of go until you can't anymore. But a good rule of thumb was just to kind of do like a heavy ass weight. Let's say you were going to do 190 for 5 reps. You'd want to drop the weight to half that and then do 10 reps. So that's a good rule of thumb. You should always try to do to failure, but if you can't and you kind of just want to keep it nice and short, then just do double the reps that you did with the heavier weight. So for this exercise, it's just no supersets on this one, just kind of focusing on the biceps. This is going to be a crucifix curl. So for this one, I like to do 4 sets. I start with 10 and then go to 6 for heavy weight. And then I drop down to the light, like the second to lightest weight possible. And then I do 15 reps. And then I drop down one more weight and do 20 reps. And overall 4 sets. You kind of want to burn out your muscles at the end of the workout just to kind of get some blood pumping in your arms. They already should be pumped, but if they're not, this is a good one to kind of finish the workout with.
So you're wearing socks?
Yeah.
Calves, bro. You won, bro. You won, bro. You won at life, bro. If you can wear pants in the gym, bro, you won at life.
A good rule of thumb is to try to like keep your elbows just below your ears. You want to keep them as parallel as possible to the floor. Because if they drop down, it's kind of not going to get full range of motion, and you don't want that. The next exercise we're going to be doing is focusing more on tricep. You might work some chest into this, so if you worked chest the day before, sorry, but this is kind of the workout we're doing. This is going to focus more on triceps. You kind of want to keep your elbows tucked in. The kind of wide grip doesn't make it look like I'm doing close grip, but I am trying to do close grip as much as possible. And this is going to focus on the total creation of your tricep. And we end up doing 4 sets of 10, I'm pretty sure. So at the end of the workout, I like to just do supersets or kind of tack on different body parts. So what I'm doing here is supersetting with abs and then delts. I just do 1 exercise for delts and 2 exercises for abs. So you'll see me doing the ab crunches right here, and then followed by the ab roller, which I did 4 sets of 10, or no, we did 3 sets of 10 for the crunches and then ab rollers, and then for the delts I kind of did 2 sets of 10 of the 25 plates that you see next to me right there, and then I do you don't see it on camera, but then I do 10-pound weights with holds at the end of each rep. So basically what I mean is, like, I'll lift up the 10-pound weight and I'll hold it there for 5 seconds and then drop, and then another rep 5 seconds, and I do that 10 times, and then I finish my workout that way. I also like to add different type of shit at the end of my workout. I mean, it's kind of too much, you know, you don't want to add too much to the end of the workout because then your body kind of just like doesn't have enough resources to feed your body, so it kind of just takes time for that. Overall, this was a pretty good workout. I got it done pretty fast with my homie. It was under an hour, so that was pretty good. But other than that, you know, that was just a workout. We'll be getting better next time and constantly improving. So I hope you guys stay tuned for that. And, you know, hopefully we'll do chest next week, or we'll do legs pretty soon. We'll see. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. And if you enjoyed, please leave a like and a favorite down below. That'd be much appreciated. And also, if you have any questions, leave a comment down below. All right, guys, catch you later.